How can AI transform government services and drive economic growth? Our next panel is going to be moderated by Her Excellency Raja Al Mazrouei, CEO of Etihad Credit Insurance and chairperson of the Harvard Business School MENA Advisory Board. Her Excellency brings together leaders from a cross-section of public services in the UAE. Please also welcome His Excellency Younus Al Nasser, Chief Executive, Dubai Data and Statistics Establishment, Digital Dubai. Awadh Al-Moor, Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer at the Federal Authority for Nuclear Regulation, and His Excellency Saood Abdulaziz Al-Hosani, Undersecretary at the Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi. From Dubai's pioneering data platform to Abu Dhabi's cultural innovations, these leaders are showcasing how AI can enhance public service delivery as well as citizen engagement.
Good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be with all of you here today at the AI Elevate conference by Harvard Business School and HBS Club of the GCC. We've had a really amazing session with the Minister of AI, and we were talking about how everything we wanted to share with you, we've had a lot of insights into, but the beautiful thing is really connecting with the vision. On that note, I would like to get into a quick perspective about what we are going to talk about today. We are going to talk about reimagining public services and economic growth as AI in public service enhances efficiency, reduces cost, improves service delivery, contributing to economic growth and better quality of life for citizens. Key initiatives in this area includes Dubai Universal Blueprint for AI, UAE Digital Government Strategy 2025, in addition to UAE National AI Strategy. I am honored to have my fellow panelists here with me, His Excellency Younus Al Nasser from Dubai Data Statistics Establishment. I would like to start with you, Younus. By 2030, AI will have a global market value of $15.7 trillion, boosting UAE's GDP by 35% and reducing government costs by 50%. Could you please tell us about Digital Dubai and how Dubai Data and Statistics Establishment is helping Dubai's vision of being one of the happiest cities in the world?
Sure, I'll try my best, Rajad, especially after His Excellency. It's going to be really hard. But I think as I've been sitting over there, I said let me think, how do I really take it forward here? So what I would love to do is we take this conversation into the next level. So His Excellency gave us the bigger, broader perspective on the purpose and the why we are really doing AI and what's the importance of digitization that's happening in United Arab Emirates and Dubai specifically over here. So digitizing to life in Dubai is only a mean. So using technology and artificial intelligence to us is only a mean. We are in a business of serving people, making sure that people remain happy at every moment and every action when they are interacting with the city. And to do so, this means as a government, we do have a lot of obligations to do it. But this iteration and this transformation era that we are living, which we call the fourth cycle, it's really important. We are not doing it alone. We are leading the digital transformation of the city of Dubai as a public sector, by bringing the private sector at the heart of this transformation and thinking of the people themselves. So it's public-private partnership on people and putting the right process in the place in the way that we are advancing people's life and experience in all aspects and all sectors. And to do so, using advanced technologies is really important, but to fuel it with the data. And this is where we play a great role in here. We need to understand people better. We need to understand their needs better. And we need to be much faster in the way that we are interacting with them. We need to be proactive. We've lived in an era where everything has been reactive. It's something went wrong, we went and fixed it, and now we have a better service. But if you think of all of the transformation that we had over the past 2 and 3 decades, it accumulated a wealth of knowledge and information that we can use in the way that we are designing the future, in the way that we're becoming more predictive, in the way that we are doing it more seamless, but most importantly, while we are doing that, it's safe for people to interact with and feel that this service is something is really addressing their need, but at the same time, they are not harmed with any aspect of it. So this is the digital transformation strategy of Dubai. Of course, what we are aiming is to become among top 3 cities. We've known for the best in the world in many aspects, and we need to be the same in digital, but in a way that we are impacting people's life and their quality of their life. And this is really important where Dubai is really focusing on. Of course, you know, that needs to make an economic sense because just like everything comes at a cost. So we are expecting the digital transformation in Dubai to add about 100 billion dirham economically in the economy of Dubai, and also to make sure that we are among top 3 attracting talents. Without all of you, we cannot achieve this strategy. We need really, as a people, to come together as the subject matter experts in the way that we are crafting the transformation in Dubai. And as a data establishment, we have a responsibility and obligation to fuel this transformation with all data that we have that's coming from the Emirate of Dubai.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. But I want to build on this point, given that we had a little bit of a brief from His Excellency, the Minister of AI, Amr al-Ulama. In many countries, governments are often perceived to embrace technologies cautiously. However, Dubai often surprises us by being an early adopter of innovative leadership. Many have known that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, is famously known for running the government as the private sector. What is the secret sauce for such leadership, and how do you nurture a culture of experimentation at a national level?
Well, I think this is really rooted down in the DNA of Dubai, and again, just like our leadership have always set for us the target and the purpose and give us the sense of why we need such a transformation. It's really important. But to translate such on the ground, it really requires, I would say, having the right process for it. And I would like to explain this process, you know, it's like in I would say, steps. We've talked about the purpose. The next step is about understanding what is really needed. So experimenting. And experimenting has an element of bringing people together, understanding their needs, and having a design. So Dubai have an spirit of trying everything and trying in a way that really impacts people's life. It's not just trying for the purpose of experimenting, but really bring it very close into reality. The example is being given by His Excellency Umar al-Ulama on the smart gates that we have in the city. This is really a true example of how an idea that started with the purpose of making seamless, I would say, entry into the country, giving that impactful experience to every visitor of Dubai, but also using technology. And it took 5 iterations up until we reached to a level, now you have a corridor that you can pass through without even a barrier. It's just literally a corridor that you get into it. But to reach to that level, you need to have, I would say, an acceptance into trying and failing, as this is really important. The second is about agility. It's like most governments are driven with the process and policies and regulations. But it's really important to be agile in a good way. I don't think it's like we need to stop where people have put for us a good policies in place. It's the agility that we are implementing in the government of the way that we are accepting a change. Agility of continuously inspecting the situation that's happening over here. Well, there's like, I've tried that technology, I put that process in place, but it really didn't work. Should it really stay there? There's like, have people question why we really have that process today, and do we really need it in the way that we are redesigning the city? So again, it's like redefining ourselves and having that, it's like, as part of our DNA is really important. Technology is really disrupting. And again, I explained it to the team, just like while we were sitting over there, I said, just like we saw the first wave of transformation when it started in year 1999, it took about 8 to 10 years up until we reintroduced the electronic government into smart government. And then, it's like once that started, 3 years after that, there has been a wave of, I would say, mobile government. Then 2 years later, there has been a wave of smart city concepts. And now we are getting in the era of AI. So the transformation wave is really excelling and excelling at a speed where we really need to cope up with. So that inspection and agility in the way that we are changing our way of delivery and adapting to people's need, people's expectation is really raising higher than expected. They are exposed to the technology and there are a lot of demand. So our responsibility and the entrepreneurial, I would say, entrepreneurship and the way that we are transforming in Dubai is coming from the style of the private sector. It's like always finding an opportunity and responding to it in a way that's very fast, efficient, and creating a seamless experience.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I would like to move to His Excellency Saood Abdulaziz Al-Hosani, Undersecretary from Department of Culture and Tourism. Welcome to Dubai. We've just mentioned you've had a very busy month in Abu Dhabi with the Formula One and all the events that are happening at the Louvre and other business events in Abu Dhabi. Could you please tell us about Abu Dhabi Department of Culture and Tourism and what digital innovations have you embraced and integrated to enhance culture and tourism experiences in Abu Dhabi?
Thank you, Raja. The most complicated things when you work on very interesting, exciting sectors and industries, and at the same time you get tired and stressed and you want it just to release, but you move from event to event, either it is within entertainment or business. So to give you a little bit context about the Department of Culture and Tourism of Abu Dhabi, we drive the sustainable growth of both culture and creative industries and tourism sectors. So we are responsible in supporting and enabling the ecosystem of the culture and tourism, making sure to create synergies, building on both sectors to complement each other. We want to enrich the experience of the visitors to the Emirates through our culture, our identity, heritage as a main value proposition within the destination. Yes, it's very important to diverse the offering and the activation and the event, but the essence is always about our identity, our heritage, across all our platforms, either with international events and festivals, sports, entertainment, music. It's very important that we embed the culture and heritage part of it. Visitor experience is, as all of them, they attract to it from His Excellency Umar. It's the power that make sure that we have the right offering across the destination. So today, technologies, our digital transformation strategy and AI and BI strategies interact with every single pillars within our strategy. So either with the capacity and capabilities and the talent development part, or the activation and the offering and the products on the destination, and also with the pillar of having the right infrastructure to cater for the growth, and also with setting the policies and providing the government services to the community. AI and technologies play an important role across the whole ecosystem. It's very important that tourism and the culture and creative industries play critical roles in the well-being of the community, on the quality of life, improving the lifestyle on the Emirates, in addition to the economic sustainable growth of the Emirates.
Amazing. Organizing unforgettable experiences like the Formula One, for example, is a lot of work. Could you tell us what does it take to organize an experience like that, and where could you benefit from AI in making it even more unique?
I will take it a little bit further. So the main objectives for us to adopting the digital transformation and AI is, first of all, we want to make sure that we enable the economic and the community and well-being growth. This is something we want to ensure, and we want the technology to enable it. Second, we want to make sure we enrich the visitor experience across all the touch points within the destination. Not from the time they reach to Abu Dhabi, but from the time they start to search for destinations on any digital platforms, in any social media. And third objective is to ensure that we have continuous organizational performance, excellence, within the organization itself, within the ecosystem, with all the stakeholders, either private, semi-government, and government. Specifically, we use the AI as a technology to understand the persona and the profile of our visitors, and to have a clear data on the segmentation. So we know in every single destination what exactly this individual likes, doesn't like, and who is his network, what exactly he's interested on, and we start to tailor and customize, first of all, our marketing campaigns and promotion and offering and building the itinerary, and ensuring even when he reached the destination that he have the best seamless, effortless experience from the time he reached the hotel to take the transportation, check-in, visiting any attractions, either tourism or cultural attraction, making sure until the time he leaves the destination, we continue to engage with him, and we use the AI to empower our data, business intelligence center, and to customize and tailor our marketing campaign and offering and activation on the destination.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll move now from entertainment to nuclear regulation. Awadh Al-Mar, the Chief AI Officer of the Federal Authority for the Nuclear Regulation. First, I would like to congratulate you on being one of the 22 Chief AI Officers selected for the UAE government. What does it mean to be a Chief AI Officer in the context of the Federal Authority of Nuclear Regulation? And can you help us understand the role? What does a typical day look to you?
Yeah, thank you, Your Excellency. Good to see you all here, and good morning, everyone. First of all, it's a very challenging job, to be honest. It takes a lot from our time. We require like 25 hours a day to complete the tasks and the vision that we have in mind. Now, to fulfill the mandate, as mentioned by His Excellency Umar Al-Ulama, and also to fulfill the vision of our leadership and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, it's truly challenging for us to set the ground rules and the regulations in place to support the vision and the implementation. Now, the UAE also gave us one more challenge. The focus in 2025 going to focus on national identity, family, and the artificial intelligence. That means we need to fulfill all our mandates as much as we can in 2025. And you saw the statements from His Excellency Umar shows that when the leadership and His Highness says that we need to achieve certain vision, that means we need to deliver, otherwise people will be changed. And this was truly mentioned in the media, for instance. So, in this context, we know for a fact that the AI is very important for the energy sector. When I say that, I'll give you some live example as well. So there is an R&D center in France and called Metroscope, for instance. And they came up with an AI technology that once you move the fuel from the nuclear power plant, usually you lose money, because once you move the fuel, that means you are on shutdown process, which will take from you around 2 to 3 weeks to put a new fuel, for instance, which you will lose around 7 million to 8 million a day. So in that context, they came up with an AI solution that reduced the 7 million to 1.4 million, for instance. So there is another study, and I will echo also His Excellency Umar when he said that we don't know what is happening when it comes to the AI. The studies shows, and yesterday we were discussing at the dinner as well, that 96 jobs that will be, it will come because of AI, and 86 jobs as well will be cancelled because of AI. But those studies happened 2 years back. Now, we don't know really. Let's address the question or the big elephant in the room. Is AI going to replace my job? To be honest, we don't know. 2 days ago, I had a discussion with my brother. So he wanted, this is, just let me tell you a bit of a story. Yani. So my brother asked me that, he said, I'm hiring a photographer and a person to take a picture of the cars that I bring and he sells here in the UAE and so on. And this would cost him around 20,000 dirhams. Then I told him, why should you do that? Use AI. Take the picture of the car, put it in clay.ai, and use the booth that you wish, and that's it. Post it in your social media. And he have done that. So from 20,000 dirhams to 0 dirham, for instance. So we addressed, when it comes now to the nuclear regulator, so we know that there is a lot of potential when it comes to regulate the nuclear power plant and how can we support. First of all, we need to collaborate with the operator itself. So we shouldn't work in silos. We should collaborate with the operator to know what they need to do and how can we support them to regulate that. And we are working with them. So we created one working group with them to create the right regulations for the AI technology that they wish to use. On the other hand, we have joined officially the big 3 regulators around the world, which we call them the NRC, ONR, and CNSC, which is the US, the Korean, and the Canadian. And we are the fourth regulator now on how to regulate AI on the nuclear power plant. And they came up with a white paper that were presented in Vienna last year. And inshallah, there will be other regulations coming up. I'll give you 2 examples that we are doing it in place now. First, we used and similar to the Abu Dhabi tourism that we do need to inspect, for instance, because we do regulate. So we started using the remote inspections through AI and the drone inspections as well. It has its own detections that can analyze through AI. The second part of it that, which is the analyzing the data that we receive on a daily basis. So we receive around 200 pages a day from all the data from the nuclear power plants, and we need to analyze them, for instance. So we created a project, we called it IONS, in collaboration with Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center. And that project, it's already live in place, and it takes the imageries from the satellite and starts to analyze what is the heat in the seashore, what we need to focus on, how to reduce it, what is the climate change there in the Baraka nuclear power plant, for instance. And we took certain actions into that. Some of them, of course, I cannot disclose them, but it's already, we see the AI benefit and how it comes when you are leveraging the AI in the nuclear power plant. I'll give you 2 other examples from Dubai and also from Abu Dhabi. So now if you open Dubai now, the people and the residents from Dubai, they can interact with AI and pay their bills through AI, for instance. But because I live in Abu Dhabi, I use TEM basically, which is we have an app called TEM app that you can have, and you pay all your bills through that app and get a trade license and so on and so forth. And I asked the AI there because 1 month back I was sitting with the chief of the TEM app himself. And he told me, did you know that now you can renew your car and register your car through AI? I told him, no. He said, yeah, open the app. So I opened the app and I asked the AI, renew my car. And it happened seamlessly. And it got me the insurance. And it started to analyze which is the best insurance from the market. And then it decided on my behalf that this is the right insurance that I need to go for. And then I only paid through the Apple Pay. And that's it. I started to, and the next day I received the license and so on. So the other example, because of the time, is the passport, for instance. I asked the app itself, because I lost the passport of my son. I need to get another passport, so I asked the AI, send me a passport to my home address of my son Abdullah. And I received it in 2 days later by the AI, fully, through TEM app, for instance.
Thank you so much, Awadh. You know, I work in trade credit insurance. Now I need to invest in AI to make sure that all companies reach my services through that. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for listening to us. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.